with an Isery though. You feel me? Nah.
Nah.
They're gonna be checking. Nigga, but why I keep fucking up? Fuck, bitch.
Hey yo, turn the bass up.
Baseline.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, all that. But look, man, y'all tapping into part 2. UrbanMogulswithB, man. We're right here. We dropped the most game, man. We right here in Santa Cruz, California. You feel me? The itty bitty city by the water.
831
You feel
stand
me?
up.
All that, man. Every city from the 831, man.
Pop, pop.
Look, we right here with Antdog Da Beast. Look, bro, you was just talking about music.
Yeah.
Music came about in junior high, going to Shoreline.
Shoreline.
If
City
you know,
know,
you know.
yeah.
If you know, you know. Hey.
Shoreline, yeah.
Hey.
Bop.
So, boop. Hey.
Boop.
So, music came about in junior high. What influenced you to get into music? Who was it? Why was it?
Yeah.
Lights on you.
I bet. What got me into music, I've always loved music. Like, I always had the iPod shuffle, you know, going to school, after school.
I mean,
sometimes-
before the iPod though, what
like
about
the little
you?
iPod shuffle.
The
The one
iPod
you couldn't
shuffle?
even see what you was playing. That was
No,
middle
you
school,
weren't
bro.
carrying the CD player, the big one, the headphone?
yeah.
Come on, boy, you gotta take that shit. You
Going all
gotta
the
take
way
it back.
Kids
All
don't
the
know
way
about that
back.
shit.
Yeah,
I bet.
that's how you gotta
So
put
we
it
had
on
the
game.
CD with the mixes on it. So I'd make
Okay.
my little playlist
What'd
already.
you have on the CD? Who was it on the CD?
I was very diverse. So just like my music now, like I was very
Did you
diverse.
have now 17, now 18?
Nah, we didn't do none of that
Okay.
pop stuff. 'Cause it was
Hey,
clean version.
I gotta
We didn't do
ask.
that.
I gotta ask.
But you know, hey, so back then, all the way back then, one of my first albums was Lil Bow Wow.
Okay, that's
Like,
Mando.
Hey,
though.
but I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Rush Hour 2 soundtrack.
Okay.
Cisco's Thong song was on that thing. Like,
That,
thong, thong.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I think on Miami Beach.
See,
something like
and then 50 Cent, the one where he had his like chest
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
Not Get Rich or Die Trying, the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
Massacre.
Yeah, Massacre.
But just a little bit. I was
Yeah.
bumping that, bro, on the CD. So I'd
What
make
about Lil Romeo?
I didn't have much Lil Romeo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had what's Lil Sammy.
Lil
You know
Sammy.
who that
Okay,
is?
yeah.
I like
yeah.
the way you look at me, bruh. Like, so I was diverse. So then I also had Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, even though I didn't like really like see him or grow up, like I liked the songs, the beats,
Yeah.
how he portrayed it. And so like, and he was always into dancing.
Yeah.
But I would just mix it through like pop, R&B, and hip hop.
Yeah.
A little bit of Aaliyah in there, feel me? But that was growing up, and then when the iPod Shuffle came out, then a lot more rap came to me, and I was like, okay, bet. Ludacris was on there. A big influence was Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
So that's when he came out with Fireman.
Yeah.
Fireman. After
Yeah.
that, I was like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
After hearing Fireman, I got his like album, whatever, which one it was. But then that was early into mixtape season.
Are you really
That-
in the
that
fan
was-
if you don't know which one that
It
is?
was mixtape season.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Nah,
with you. I'm playing
Carter
with you.
2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Black and white,
Yeah.
And he was just posted outside. Then he was feature heavy too. So I was like, yo, this man's work ethic is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of people think he'd go or not, bro, in my eyes, I was like, nobody worked harder than him. Because at the end of the day, he's on features. He dropping his own projects, and his projects are doing numbers.
Yeah.
And he doing mixtapes for free, just showing how, like,
Is
dedicated
it true
he
that
is.
you're his son?
Nah,
I'm talking shit. I'm playing with you.
But nah, so he was a big influence. And then growing up in Santa Cruz, California, we right under the Bay. So
Yeah.
a lot of Mac Dre was playing at that time too.
Yeah.
A lot of Bay Area music. So then that was in the playlist too. I'd jump in there. I was more on like, you know, the ones that were glorified, like Feeling Myself, Thizzle Dance, Get Stupid,
Yeah.
Boss Tycoon, Since 86. Like those were in my shit.
Yeah.
Like see, and a little bit of E40. You and that
Oh,
booty.
man, come on
Middle
now.
school dances was
40,
just like,
you feel me? Hey.
yeah, you already know. Then tell me when to go.
Hey,
came
you know
out.
something though? So
What's
fun
up?
fact real quick, besides, you know what I'm saying, my first concert was E40 with my boy
What?
Bo Dixon, man. Shout out my boy
Hey, shout
Bo
out
Dixon,
Bo,
man.
yeah.
He won tickets on the radio, whatever
Okay,
he took
bet.
me, you feel me? We was in junior high, we was out there going dumb and
Yeah, y'all was the
everything.
youngest nigga in there going stupid.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah. Shout out Bo.
So what was it that got you gravitated to Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, like I said.
Was it his versatile? Was it his bars? I mean, obviously the work ethic
Yeah.
is different, you feel me? But
Work
what
ethic
was
was
it
different.
specific?
more for me, I got a lot of kick out of his punchlines, similes and metaphors.
Yeah.
So he'd say some stuff that I would even think about. Like a famous one that he says is the one from 6 Foot, 7 Foot. Real G's moving silence like a Zion. Everybody know what he's talking about. Like, It's like, damn, he really said it like that.
Yeah.
But he was saying that early on. Like there's like mixtape Weezy that's crazy. There's no ceilings, but before that there was the droughts. There was all that. So yeah, the dedications. Like I listen to more of his mixtapes.
Yeah.
And when he dropped Carter 3, million in a week.
Boop.
Everybody know. Carter 4 came out. Boop. It was right under 1 million. Like he was just that dude. And so I looked up to him.
How old were you? What grade were you when you started wanting to get into the music and wanted to, you know, do your little science thing on it? You feel me? Man,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I started with it because my boy Yabi, shout out Yabi, he was TK at the time. We were the Bay's apprentices.
Yeah.
And he worked at the radio station at KZSC, at UCSC.
Right.
And so when he was working there, I happened to just mess with him that day, like not even talking about music or none of that. He just had an open studio. He's like, hey, bruh.
He went to the same school as you?
Yeah, he went to Shoreline Middle School with me.
Right.
He went to Santa Cruz, like that's my bro still to this day. Yeah. So we came cool in middle school, and then he invited me up there.
Yeah.
So then we were in there, and he's like, yo, like, there's these instrumentals, let's just rap on them. I was like, I don't know how to rap or none of that. And so he's like, bro, like, just go in. And I would just talk about some, I'm gonna be real, like some dumb shit. I was talking about thizzles, I was talking, those who don't know thizzles, them drugs.
If you know,
like,
you know.
You know, slapping, ghost riding the whip, and I never even drove at the time.
Yeah.
But that's what I heard. So like, during that time, I just put it up, and when we put it out, where the Bay's Apprentices went on MySpace, people started messing with us as in like they'd follow up and all that. And so then when that happened, then I was like, okay, I like this, it's cool. It wasn't until high school I took it more serious.
Yeah.
And then in high school, like he didn't want to do it and he told me it was cool, like that's my bro. But I liked it, I enjoyed rapping, I liked how my voice sounded, and like I took criticism, you know, even if it was bad or good, I took it in. And so then I started doing Highly Influenced by Lil Wayne. Highly influenced by Lil Wayne. Every time, hold up. Highly influenced by Lil Wayne, and so like I seen his work ethic and did mixtapes. So before I even dropped the album, before I sold music, I was at Santa Cruz High out the backpack giving out mixtapes throughout everybody. Got to a point where I got to do Shawty Got Cakes. Shawty Got Cakes. Shawty Got Cakes.
Come on now.
That was a beat I produced.
Shawty Got Cakes.
Let's talk about it.
If you know, you know. I think to me, right now, to this day, I feel like if you redid that song, that it would take off. I ain't gonna lie, it would take off for the simple fact that you got twerking going on nowadays. You got the party scene going crazy right now. You feel me? Shawty Got Cakes, bruh, is super hype, up tempo, all that. So it was slept on back in the day. You feel me?
But
that's
it also gave me my first opportunity at the same time.
It did.
So with Shawty Got Cakes, the reason why like it's something valuable to me and like always gonna be a gem even if I don't perform it to this day is that I produced the beat myself. It was simple, it had a bass, a clap, a snare, and a hi-hat. Literally 4 sounds, but I made it like a little groovy.
Let me stop you right there before you go any further. You talking about producing, you talking about rapping. When did you start? I got 2 questions. When did you start taking rap serious? And how did you get into producing?
Okay, I bet. So, shout out Metrics, Mets831, that's family as well. He had a thing called Fruity Loops.
Right.
And so we were getting these beats off YouTube and beats that people had, but they're like, yo, you need your own beats.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, we can do it. And then when Mets introduced me to Fruity Loops, I learned how to use it myself.
Right.
And like, I wouldn't say I was like, you know, up there like as a huge producer, but I could carry a tune. Right. So I'd make some beats off Fruity Loops, and Shawty Got Cakes happened to be one of the first beats I made.
Damn.
And then, so then I laid it down.
Know that.
See, hey. So I laid it down, and then I put on one of those mixtapes where I had some beats that I took from people, and like 4 or 5 that I made or D made. Mets, 831. And when I dropped it, everybody was talking about Shawty Got Cakes. Like, that's you? Like, da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't expect like the love it got. So then it got to a point to where at Santa Cruz High, there was like a little formal, my sophomore year or whatever. And they're like, yo, you need to perform that song at high school. I was like, bet, I'll get it ready.
Man, ain't nobody had cakes, so that's the thing.
Hey, you know, that part,
shit.
at that time,
go ahead, though,
go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm playing with you.
But I like, you know, I was more of a booty man than a tits man, so like, I'm a guy, so that's what it was. And so Shawty Got Cakes was, you know, they're like, okay, no cuss words. I was like, cool. I made a clean version of it, did the performance there. Right. When I did that, people videoed it. And that's before like social media was popping like that.
That's
Instagram
when it started
was
taking
just
off.
starting.
Yeah,
correct.
it started taking
Instagram
off.
was just starting. Like people getting like 5 likes. They're like, oh my gosh, da da da.
Yeah.
Now it's like glorified and all that. But someone videotaped it. They sent it to me, and I was like, that looks dope. And then big shout out to Reggie Stevens, alumni over here.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz hero out here, man. Shout out Reggie Stevens. Love him. He said, yo, you need to connect with the Catalyst out here. And I was like, I ain't even got no songs like that. He said, I seen this video of you doing this song called Something Cakes or Shawty Got Cakes. I was like, bet, I'm gonna send the video. Sent it to the homeboy Thomas that work at Catalyst. Big shout out to Thomas.
Shout out to the Catalyst,
Shout out
man.
to the Catalyst, shout out to Thomas.
Any big artist that comes to Santa Cruz, you gotta touch down at the Catalyst.
Correct, you gotta touch down. And it's like a lot of famous people on the rise came here, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But talking about Shawty Got Cakes, Reggie, the big homie, he's like, give it to Thomas and show him the video. We're gonna get you a show.
Yeah. Stop. Drop. Roll. No, I'm saying. Nah, for real though. So you talking about the Catalyst, we're gonna jump into that subject now, you feel me? We know how you started, when you started, right?
16, first show.
Yes, sir. Who was the first person you opened up for? All right. And name a couple people who you've opened up for that are big names.
Got you. So because of Shawty Got Cakes, the very first show was October 8th, very first show I did was with the Pack and Dev. And because of Shawty Got Cakes, I got the opportunity. And then they see me as a hustler.
The Pack, if you don't know who the Pack is, type in the Pack, man, and look up Vans.
On, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on.
Hello.
Dum. See, I was influenced by them. Yeah. Stupid lit. But anyway, so I got the opportunity to do that. They told me to sell some tickets.
Yeah.
They said, here's 50 tickets. Boom. First week, sold them out. Yeah. All right, here's 100 more tickets. Boom, sold them out. The very first show I did, I sold 175 tickets.
Yeah.
They're like, who is this little kid from Santa Cruz High selling all these tickets? So because of the opportunity, I got to open for plenty of artists throughout the year.
Such as,
just to go off the top, Lil Uzi Vert, Kaylani, YG, Tyga, Ray Shrimmer, Too Short, Ty Dolla $ign, Waka Flocka, and the list goes on, man. That's the top of that shit right there.
The list goes on.
Yeah.
Man, so what was that like, bro? How do you create, I mean, that's a big resume. What's the experience like? What do you take from opening up from big people like that and transitioning into your lifestyle, what you're trying to get at, you're pursuing?
I feel you. So, what I gained out of it is, first off, I'm blessed from God. I appreciate all the blessings that came my way, and I just worked hard. Like, after I did my very first show, a lot of hype came from it, and then the very next show was Too Short. And so I was like, okay, let me look at the video footage I got and use that. What can I improve on? Because Too Short and the OG. So
you used to film all your performances.
Correct. So at first, and it was a last minute thing too, I was like, we should film this. So I got a good camera that was, good quality. Seen it, I was like, damn, the crowd was good on that response. I'm gonna do that next time. That part was kind of like weak, so I'm gonna improve on that by doing this. I'm gonna get the crowd more involved. But I did that more on me. Because before I actually performed, I didn't go to concerts. Like I went to teen dances back in the day, but I never went to actually see somebody. My first show seeing somebody was actually me performing. And that was the Pack. Shout out Lil B, shout out Stunnerman, Lil Uno, all them, Young L. And so then I watched them after, paid attention, peep game. Watched my film. When Too Short happened, watched that film, and then it just became habit.
It became a snowball effect. It became a second nature, a habit, a good habit, because now, as a performer, and me knowing you like to dance, you really up-tempo, you wildin', you all that, man.
I love performing.
You know what I'm saying? You get crazy off the dark liquor, I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? So,
but we always respectful.
No doubt, first and foremost. So, now that you perform, you got experience under your belt, you've already had your own shows, sold all the tickets. What have you taken the most from those openings from big artists and now transition it to yourself?
Blessed from it, With the things I got out of all those performances is that always stay humble. Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but throughout the process, you see celebrities that are up there that will fuck with you. Like off top, they ain't acting Hollywood, they kicking it. I'm gonna say big shout out to Waka Flocka. Like we was backstage before we even performed. I didn't know him or anything. He pulled up like, "What's up, little homie?" Like you chilling, like good. oh, you gonna open for me? I'm gonna check you out. Like, there's cool artists that are out there. There's other people that like don't even want you in their section or none of that, but I'm blessed to meet most of them. Yeah, and what I got out of it for myself is that I see like the crowd reaction they got, and I want that for myself.
So do you interact? So what you basically saying is that you took from those openings is to interact with the crowd while you're performing.
Correct. And after,
not just look past them at the end of the wall so you're not nervous. Actually interact.
Yeah, and it took me some years actually to do that. Yeah. To where like I was like, all right, I did my set, I'm gonna watch them and be out. Nah, like I wanna interact with the fans. So I'd let the people know after the show, I'm gonna be at the back by the bathrooms, and we could take pics. I'm down to interact with any fans that pulled up. And I'd gain a lot of fans, a lot of IG followers from that. And it's just real connections. Yeah. Like I didn't want no fake stuff. I don't want to seem bougie to the people I didn't know, especially the people that was going crazy for me. Yeah. And so taking out of that, then I had my own show where I headlined and I sold it out. And then I had homies from out here that opened up, but you know, we're gonna do it again October 8th, you feel me?
No doubt, man. It's about, you know what I mean, making bridges so people can cross. Correct. It's about pinning people on, bringing people up that support you at the same time. Correct. But the question is, because there's two different type of artists, right? I mean, there's multiple different kinds of artists, but there's people who like the artists because they like what they say and they like the vibe in the car and stuff like that when they listen. Yeah. But then there's other people who don't like the music, but they like the way they perform. Correct. Which one is your strong suit?
I feel like at the end of the day with songs, like any song I make, I'm more of a more party, upbeat, West Coast type beat because I grew up over here. Yeah. But then I ain't talking about selling drugs or shooting people because I don't do that. Yeah. So like a lot of my music is party music because I really party and I'm out here and I'm turning up, I'm good vibes basically. Yeah. And then I have a different side where it's more of like struggle that I went through. Yeah. But you know, I'm just basically unfolding my story. Right. So when it comes to performing and music, like if they like my music, cool, I appreciate them. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if they appreciate my music and they come to the show, I want to make sure my performance is over the top. Because these are people that probably don't even know me.
No doubt.
And so I want to show them like, this is about my life, like the party vibes, and we're going to have a great time. It's going to be lit at my show.
Yeah, well, man, look, I don't mean to cut you off. Cool. Me, I'll speak from my experiences and from knowing you. When people go to your performances, you know what I'm saying? You leave your mark. That's how I see you. You feel me? You're real up-tempo. You let your presence be known, and when people go, I can say that they'll be like, damn, I'm gonna look up this dude after this show because that's what kind of energy you bring. And if you don't know, when's your next performance coming up?
October 8th is my next performance.
Where at?
October 8th is my next performance at the Catalyst. It's coming down. Get your tickets now if you ain't already got it because it's gonna sell out too. Man, it's gonna be lit. October 8th at the Catalyst.
Yep, mark my words, man. Go check that out because he really up-tempo with it, man. Yeah. So look, man, before we close out real quick, I just want to know where you gonna take this music stuff real quick.
I'm gonna take it as far as I can, to the top. And I ain't doing it for me, I'm doing it for my family and the loved ones that always supported me from the front. Right. Like anybody that I can help out, I wanna help them out through music because at the end of the day, I'm expressing myself and I'm gonna be touring all over for me, being me. Yeah. And that's it.
No doubt. So where can people find you, bro?
Yo, they can spot, hey, what's up world? It's your boy Antdog Da Beast, repping Beast Life. I'm here with UrbanMogulswithB, and you can catch me on IG, IG and Snapchat, Antdog831. You can look me up, Spotify, iTunes, and all that. Any social platform, digital. Antdog Da Beast is the rap name. Yeah.
Man, look, y'all tapping into another episode of UrbanMogulswithB right here where we drop the most game. Before we close this out, hit that subscribe button, that like button, leave a comment at your own will, and turn that notification bell on so, you feel me, you get that game, them gems, you feel me? We gone.
Beast Life.
Hey,